Kristian Harloff. I'm gonna crush you.
Crush it.
You don't know anything
Nothing.
about
Suck
movies
it.
as much as I do.
I am looking forward to watching that big mouth just get shut. I've shut it in the past. I'll shut it again.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We are your hosts today. My name is John Campia.
I'm Ken Knapsack here. Happy to be here, John.
And joining us,
Joe Starr.
Joe.
Guys,
how
thanks
you
so
doing?
much. I'm good, man. I'm excited to be here.
It's awesome having you here, and it's appropriate that we have you here as we've got a matchup coming up between Kristian Harloff and Andy Signore. Ken, your thoughts on this?
Look, I know both these men very, very well. Having worked for both of them, been friends with both of them, I've been to parties with them, I've been drunk with them. I know both these guys. They know their movies. They are two of the biggest personalities in this business. When they get together, it is electric. I cannot wait to see what's happening because I can't even predict what's going to happen between these two.
Joe, what are you expecting from this?
Well, look, I didn't even know they were going to be here. I was actually going to be at the Sabaros across the street, and Ken was like, come by and say, hey, I'm excited to see this. Andy knows his movies.
This is why they're both in this business, because they know movies.
And neither one of these guys are afraid to share what's on their mind. Let's hear from them right now.
Kristian finally got me back in the studio after months of begging. Here I am. But he thinks he's got a plan. Guess what? I got the plan.
So I finally got this fucking guy back in the studio. I've been waiting for so long. I'm not going to complain about what happened last time. The man won fair and square. He did. He played his ass off. He knows stuff. I can't say, how did I lose to a guy like that? The guy runs Screenjunkies. He knows what he's talking about. But I hate watching him happy. I just don't like to see him happy. And I want to see that look at, he's the guy that says you win or lose on movie fights. So I can't ever watch him lose, because even when I judged, the fucking guy won.
I'm the heel. And it's because I enjoy watching people get frustrated. Whether you like me or not, you love it too. I love Needle and Dan, but I really love Needle and Kristian. I love watching it when he gets all frustrated and not know what's going on. He has no idea what's going on today.
I need one. Odin, help me out. Let's make it work. This time I'm going to get you in.
Well, there you hear it, John. Some fierce fighting words.
We expected no less.
And for the tail tape, I will put aside my Drunk Movie Fights Championship belt. It is the only belt that Dan Murrell does not hold over at Screenjunkies.
It's an attractive
It is mine.
belt.
It is. And
I notice it's empty, too.
if need be, I'm ready to go for Drunk Movie Fights. Look, the tail, the tape, Andy Signore. Some of his strengths include classic movies. Don't let it. Screenjunkies is not just a Marvel, DC, popcorn movie company. Andy knows classic movies. He also knows that the 80s comedies and the big comic book movies, that's his strengths as well. Kristian Harloff, we know his strength is Star Wars.
Absolutely.
And Star Wars canon, but that's not a factor in this one here. And Kristian's other strengths include action, adventure, and comic book movies as well, and doing Arnold impressions when you least expect it.
And if anybody thinks either of these guys are just one-dimensional in what they can bring to the table, all you need to do is look back to the last time that these two went head-to-head. Andy squeaking one out in a classic match where both guys put their knowledge on display, and it was impressive.
Yeah, it was. It was for me watching that because at the time, I was in the Screenjunkies camp, but I've known Harloff for years. It was like watching the Mountain and the Viper in Game of Thrones. I'll let you figure out which one was which character, but it was tough to watch. It was a great match, and that is why there's so much anticipation here today.
All right, and it's time to bring out our competitors.
Introducing first. Representing Screenjunkies with a record of 1 win and 0 defeats, he is the head of Screenjunkies Movie Fights, Andy the Judge Signore.
Oh, and he's coming out with the hammer.
I have seen that
He's
hammer
coming out with the hammer.
and so many movie fight careers. Joe, that hammer weighs how many pounds?
That hammer weighs however much it needs to pay my rent.
That's a good thing. All right. And his opponent, representing Collider and Schmoedown, he is the ranked number 4 contender with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats, and 4 knockouts. He is the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown winner and the former Movie Trivia Team Champion of the World, the Commissioner, Kristian Harloff.
And here comes Kristian, you know what? Unfazed by his loss to Andy before.
You know?
Can he carry that confidence in and get a little bit of sweet validation?
And I've seen Kristian come out in costumes and cloaks, and he is out here for business, just straight
What's
out
really
there.
funny, though, can I interrupt?
Sure, Andy, yeah.
Kristian doesn't even realize this. He doesn't even realize I'm in control of this show. Because I'm not doing what he thinks I'm doing.
Okay.
All
They
right.
brought me in for a rematch, but I know my fans like me to be more of a heel. I'm not fighting you today.
Get lost.
I'm fighting you a different way.
Did you know
I
about
thought
this,
the
Joe?
fans would really appreciate this. I know they've been asking
Oh,
for
don't
this.
do bullshit. Come on.
I'd like to bring out a team member.
A team member.
I'd like to bring out a team
What?
member.
A team. No.
I mean,
Let's do this!
The studio audience doesn't know what's good for him.
Oh my, it's dangerous! Dan Murrell! The
Dan
former
Murrell.
world champion coming out. You know, I was going to ask the crew about this. There were 4 chairs up there.
and
And apparently, this was part of the plan.
Yeah, but the problem is that Ellis is out of town.
Ellis at
Pick another schmo, dude.
He's
You
doing,
got a lot of schmoes.
He's doing
do you want
yuck-yucks.
to take a few minutes?
Come on.
You
Give
need
me.
Well, you got a chance for Dan and me to go up against you and someone. You got to take it up.
You guys are dicks. All right, give me 2 minutes.
okay.
All right.
Which
Joe,
schmo?
I-
Which
I-
schmo do you think he's going to
I
go
got to
for?
ask you, much like Letterman asked Jerry Lawler, did you know about this?
I mean, look,
Makuga.
you know, it's Andy Signore. You've got to expect that he's not going to do what you ask him to do, what you
Where's
tell him to
Riley?
do.
Riley?
It's all in the beard. It's uncontrollable. It's wild. It's
apparently,
unkempt.
Is this like is this like
Kristian
a
is
normal
back.
workout?
I got
He's
it.
smiling.
Can I introduce my partner? Because I got it.
Sure. You,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Introducing my partner.
This will be fun.
Representing the 4 Horsemen
Oh, my goodness.
That's,
with a record
I know that music
of
anywhere.
He got mad
6
nose.
wins, 2 defeats. He is the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, the Outlaw, John Rocha.
He actually went out and got Rocha.
How about that? How about that?
I'll give applause
Representing,
where it's due. Good move.
representing
That's a good move.
Anonymous.
Well, you know, Rocha is never far from a Movie Trivia Schmoedown
No.
match because he likes to inject himself into every post-match interview.
absolutely does,
So
John.
you knew he'd be floating around here somewhere.
That was really convenient, huh, Dan?
What do you live here, Rocha?
He does. That's why it wasn't very hard.
Okay.
All right,
He was waiting by the curtain.
You went back to his cot.
He's like, just ask. I'm
all right,
always
so
ready.
we've got a team
Okay.
match here. Give us a minute to
Yeah, we gotta
reorient
reset here.
ourselves
Can I
here
say
for a
something before we
second.
do
Not
that,
even
though?
wearing
Yeah.
glasses.
I don't want to cheat the fans of the match, of our match.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a one-on-one.
It's supposed to be a one-on-one. I don't want to cheat them of the match.
All
Friday, I
right.
got an open spot.
Look, let's see how this turns out. I'll come back.
You're a real skunk sometimes. All right, let's do it.
I promise.
All right.
I'll come back next week.
All right.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go,
Buy it
gentlemen.
when I see it.
This is a 3-round team match.
Woo!
Round number 1 goes as follows. A series of 8 questions will be asked. All contestants will be able to give their answers. When the question is asked, you will write down your answer on the whiteboard. Keep your whiteboard concealed to yourself. When the time is up, we will ask you to reveal your board and speak audibly your answer at the same time, also known as the Freddie Prinze Jr. rule. If at any time during the match you would like a question to be repeated, you do have 3 times during a match that you can ask for a question to be repeated, also known as the JTE rule. Am I
All
missing
right.
anything?
Now, as you said, John, right? 8 questions in this round.
Each question will be worth 1 point for your respective team. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Ready.
So ready, and this is gonna be fun this time. This is gonna be fun, man. I'm
Gonna be fun.
excited.
First time I've actually ever competed against Dan, so I'm pretty excited about it.
This is a good one.
All right, decorum.
You have to
decorum.
answer these questions, Andy. It's not judgment. Let's do it.
Oh, stop that. Stop that.
Just be you and me.
All right,
Rocha.
guys,
Let's keep
question
these two chumps
one.
out of it. Come on, let's just do you and me.
This, Joe, confirm.
Always
This
down
is
to
what
fight
it's
you,
like
Danny, you
working
know
at
that.
Screenjunkies. This is what it's like working for
Look,
Kristian,
I'm not
right?
gonna lie. I wish we had whiteboard communication at Screenjunkies. This is actually a really brilliant idea. I also like that all of our companies have JTE rules. This is fun.
All right, let's get to it.
Question one, category, gentlemen, is action adventure. Naval chef Casey Ryback is the hero in what 1992 high seas flick? Joe,
All right.
you ever been on a cruise?
Just one.
Cool. I've been banned from
Spelling
some.
doesn't count, right?
No.
Spelling does not count.
No. All right.
And we're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocha, your answer.
Yeah, Under Siege, please.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Under Siege.
Correct.
Andy,
Under Siege.
correct.
Under siege.
And we are 4 for 4. It's 2-2 after the first question.
Almost a warm up for them, John. Almost a warm up.
All right, gentlemen, your second question.
Hold on, I'd like to challenge Ken at this point for the future. I want that drunk movie fights belt. All the belts,
come on.
all the records. That's what I said from the beginning.
Focus
All right.
on the match.
Second question. Don't tell me what to do, Kristian. I'm the champion.
It's not gonna
Because I
work.
know
Look.
what I'm doing.
John, that's a
bad
different
choice.
show. We'll discuss it. But to be fair, you had a beer today, and I found you passed out by the dumpster. So I don't know if you got a
Only
chance.
one man
training.
can be broken enough
All
to
right.
have the Drunk Fights title.
All right, gentlemen, your second question in the category of animated. Sai and Am are cats in what Disney film? Again, all 4 competitors going right to the boards. They seem to be pretty confident.
Joe, you own cats.
Yeah, I have two.
That's
And
good.
we're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kristian.
Lady in the Tramp.
That's correct. Andy.
Wow.
Lady in the Tramp.
Correct. Dan.
Lady and the Tramp.
John Rocha.
I don't want to answer. The Aristocats. Oh.
Oh,
And
Looks like you're up by
correct.
1, Dan.
Yep.
Screenjunkies go into the lead. They're still perfect.
Fun
4
fact.
for 4.
both of those cats played by Emma Stone in the remake.
Yeah, that's true.
I watch live action films.
Question.
Stop that.
Are you done with your excuses, Joe?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
Cool. Question 3, category fantasy sci-fi. Who played Lilo in The Fifth Element?
Once again, guys going to their boards. This is a beloved film, and we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pens down. Andy.
I don't know how to spell it. Mila Jovovich.
That's correct.
We'll accept that.
Dan.
I had to write in a hurry. I hope this is acceptable. I said Mila Jovovich.
Correct.
Wait,
We'll accept that. Rocha.
Mila Jovovich.
Correct.
Mila Jovovich.
Okay,
That's
clean
correct.
sweep.
All right.
That's a tough name to spell.
Tough name to
I'll give
spell.
him that.
We would have accepted a drawing of her too.
All right. Gentlemen, your 4th question in round number 1 comes to you in the form of dramas. How many Oscars did the film Titanic win? How many Oscars did the film Titanic win?
I once asked Leo to paint me naked.
Yeah, I had a high school girlfriend make me take her to that 4 different times.
The painting of Ken naked?
Yeah,
Interesting
no, it was
choice.
good. That relationship didn't last long.
5,
I'll give you a hint, Andy. It's a
4,
number.
3, 2, 1. Dan Murrell.
11.
Correct. John Rocha.
11, son.
Correct. Kristian Harloff. 11. Correct.
I didn't get that one.
And
Okay.
9 right. So it is a tie
Tie game.
match.
Andy just wrote
Sorry.
Under Siege again.
All right, guys. Question 5, category is comedies. Question is what 2001 comedy's tagline was 563 miles, 9 people, $2 million, 1,001 problems.
This is a side note. I love
Can you
this
repeat it for me?
Are you using your JT repeat?
How
Yes.
many do I get?
You get 3. What 2001 comedy's tagline was 563 miles, 9 people, $2 million, 1,001 problems.
We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Rocha.
Rat Race?
That's correct. Kristian Harloff.
Road Trip.
Incorrect.
Oof.
Andy.
It helped me. Rat Race.
Correct. Dan.
Rat race.
Wow.
Correct.
I mean,
Screen Junkies goes into the
step up.
You
lead.
missed one too.
Run this thing.
All right, guys. Your next question comes to you in the form of family films. Who played Daniel LaRusso's girlfriend in The Karate Kid?
Biggest crush I've ever had.
I hope he gets this one right now.
What a lot of pressure on
If
himself.
he answers
Puts
mom,
his Princess
there's going to be a
Kindergarten
problem.
Joe Star.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Kristian Harloff.
I go. Elizabeth Shue.
Correct. Andy.
Elizabeth Shue.
Correct. Dan.
Elizabeth Shue.
Correct. John Rocha.
Elizabeth Shue, son.
And the streak continues. These guys are
These guys
tearing
know
it
stuff.
up.
There's a reason. They're the titans of the game.
Come on, this is good, right?
Broke that boy's heart before the sequel even started. Very
All right.
sad.
We now move into the category of horror thriller.
Who plays the devil in Arnold Schwarzenegger's film End of Days?
This one, we see some hesitation at the table.
I forgot this movie existed.
Yeah. And
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pens down. Andy.
I didn't write it down in time. Charlton Heston, I was going to say.
It's okay that you didn't write it down. Dan.
Yeah, it's the wrong movie. Al Pacino. That's
Okay,
not it,
incorrect. John Rocha.
Gabriel Byrne, son.
Correct.
That's my good friend Gabriel Byrne.
Correct
That's
for
right.
2 points.
Collider takes the lead.
This is back and forth.
Schwarzenegger.
You think you're the devil? Come on.
Fun rushing in this round.
All right,
the
guys.
usual suspects.
Your final
Just help us in
question
the
in
trivia.
round number 1 comes to you in the form of 80s movies. What is the name of the mall at the end of Back to the Future where Marty meets Doc Brown?
How many times have you been arrested in a mall, Joe?
Just once.
Oh, good. I probably did it, though, Bern.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I hope that's right.
In 5,
I stole Legos.
4, 3, 2, 1, and Dan.
The Lone Pine Mall.
That is
That's
correct.
great. It's a tied game.
John Rocha.
Damn it!
I'm assuming you got
Fucking
it
Twin Pines Mall.
incorrect. That's
Twin
incorrect.
Pine
Yeah, that's
Mall.
what I have.
Incorrect.
Wow.
What do you have there, Andy?
Yeah, Twin Pines.
I had Twin Pines.
Wow,
only Dan
Dan
got it.
pulls
Dan.
off the
Good
point.
Good job, Dan.
I have never seen
Wow,
Dan
leave it
write
out,
that
though.
confidently in my life.
All right, it's all tied up. Did you expect anything less heading into round number 2? It is 12 all.
I don't know. This is exactly what we expected, John, and I don't know what's gonna break first. One of the contestants' answers or like John Rocha's heart. I don't know.
The amount of tension at that table will launch 1,000 slash fix.
All right, guys, we now move into round number 2. Here's how this works. Each team will spin the wheel. If they do not like the category that the wheel lands on, they have the option to take a second spin. They then must keep whatever category they land on. However, if they land on opponent's choice, even in their first spin, they do not get to re-spin. Their opponents get to choose the category for them. In their categories, they will be asked a set of 6 questions. Each question will be worth 2 points. If they want to go to multiple choice, the value of the question is reduced down to 1. The opposing team can steal on an incorrect answer. Ken, we ready to get this thing going?
I am ready, John. Let's see that big wheel spin.
It's our because when there's no ranking.
Yeah, I
this
was
is a
about to
special
ask
match,
that.
We'll defer to our to the
All right.
home to visiting
A gentleman.
So, Team Screen
Unless they
Junkies,
don't want to go first.
yeah, you will have the option to go first or second.
What do you want to do?
Hey, it's your
You've
game.
done this show more.
Let's go first.
All right.
All right, Andy, go ahead and give that wheel a good spin.
Good spin.
Big spin.
There he
That is-
goes.
that is
Not like a Rocha
ferocious
spin?
It's kind of
Good one. And it lands
Oh!
on classics. Do you guys want to stick with it, or would you like to
I
opt
defer
to
to
spin
you
again?
on this.
It's your call. I feel pretty good about classics. There's some other stuff that I'm better at, so
Want to
I'm
spin
pretty
it?
good.
Can we get a? I don't care.
Is it
you
worth
get one
hitting
more.
opponent's choice?
You
That's
can't
always the
spin
question.
again.
I'm confident on any of these, Dan.
All right, then let's stick with classics.
All right.
All right, they're sticking with classics. Bold choice.
Green Junkies, son.
All right, guys, under the category of classics, your first question. Where did Rick hide the transit papers in 1942's classic Casablanca?
Look at whispering going on there.
They seem to know what it is. They seem pretty good.
He hid them in the piano.
We will accept that. He had
Yes.
that in Sam's piano for 2 points. All right. We move on to your second question under the category of classics. Who was Bing Crosby's co-star in the 1942 film Holiday Inn? I actually just ended up watching this about 3 weeks ago.
I was banned from a Holiday Inn.
All right, guys, you have 5.
Can we have multiple choice, please?
You certainly can. Your options are A, Donald O'Connor, B, Danny Kaye, C. Fred Astaire, D. Gene Kelly? 5.
Fred Astaire.
That is correct, for
correct.
1 point. They utilize that multiple choice thing well. All right, guys, we go on to your third question under the category of classics. What is the only Woody Allen film with both Mia Farrow and Diane Keaton? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Hannah and her sisters.
That is incorrect. Chance for a steal.
What's the question again?
What is the only Woody Allen film with Mia Farrow and Diane Keaton? Five, 4, 3.
Radio Days.
That's a steal for 2 points. Your fourth question in the category of classics. Who starred opposite Natalie Wood in Splendor in the Grass?
Warren Beatty.
Recovers from that steal with a two-pointer. 2 points. Well
Big.
done.
Big answer there.
Your fifth question. Which classic film is set in New Orleans and features a character named Blanche Dubois?
Streetcar Named Desire.
Correct for another 2 points.
There you go.
They're getting their groove back here. Guys, your final question under the category of classics. Which 1963 film about Allied POWs starred James Garner and Steve McQueen?
The amount of whispering in this game is like an ASMR video. It's just putting me to sleep.
5, 4.
Great Escape.
Correct for 2 points.
There they go.
Wow. Other than that one steal, they really did a number in that category.
21,
My guys know classic movies and most of the lyrics to Busta Rhymes songs. Those are the two things that they know.
Sometimes
All
comes
right,
into play.
that puts the score at 21 to 14 for the Screen Junkies. They are up by 7 points. Kristian, it is your guys' turn to spin that wheel.
Say it's Star Wars.
And a little bit of a false start there.
Should
All
Star
right,
Wars still be on a wheel for Kristian?
It's
Like, is there a question he hasn't answered
Chief.
about
Come on,
Star
Chief.
Wars?
There it comes. Look at that.
And it, oh!
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with it.
They're going to take Spielberg movies.
Dan's chomping at the bit, but I'll still go.
Oh, Jesus.
Your first question under the category of Steven Spielberg films. Oscar Schindler runs what kind of factory in Schindler's List?
Munitions Factory.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, guys. Your second question under the category of Spielberg. Matthew McConaughey and Morgan Freeman co-star in this 1997 Spielberg film.
Amistad.
Correct for 2 points.
No hesitation.
Give us 2 points. Give
Confident.
us 2 points.
That was a good Amistad reference, Rocha. I like that. Thank you. Your third question under the category of Spielberg. In 2005's War of the Worlds, Ray and his daughter Rachel seek shelter in a farmhouse occupied by Harlan Ogilvy, a former soldier. Who played Harlan?
Tim Robbins.
Correct for 2 points. Despite the fact that I tripped all over that question, they still answered it. All right, guys, your fourth question under the category Spielberg films. What is the name of Oprah Winfrey's character in the 1985 drama The Color Purple?
I heard that.
5.
Multiple choice.
All right.
Damn it.
Is it A, Sophia, B?
It's Sophia.
It is A, Sophia, for 1
1 point
point.
to tie the game.
All right, guys, your fifth question under the category of Spielberg. What Steven Spielberg movie starred John Malkovich? Five.
Empire of the Sun.
Correct for 2 points.
Wanted that one.
All right, they can actually get themselves a little bit bigger of a lead with this final question in the category of Spielberg. In Minority Report, what is the name of the non-lethal weapon used by pre-crime officers to incapacitate perpetrators?
Multiple choice. Yeah.
Is it A, Zat gun, B, Six Stick, C, Lawgiver, D, Barf Baton?
Zach Gunn.
Incorrect chance for steal.
Six Stick.
It is Six Stick
That is
for
correct.
1 point steal.
That stick was so sick.
God,
This is insane. They end round 1, 12 all. They end round 2, 23 to 22.
I mean, there is more tension in my chest right now than a girl who matches with John on Tinder. It's something that I just can't get over.
Ken,
It's just-
that's enough.
Swipe, swipe, swipe.
That's enough, Ken.
All right, guys, we now move into round number 3 that will decide this match. Here's how this works. Each team will select 3 random numbers between the numbers 1 and 24. The corresponding numbers will be worth 2 points, 3 points, and the final one will be worth 5 points. Team Collider, you are in the lead. You may select your numbers first.
2, 6, 14.
2, 6, and 14. Over to Team Screen Junkies, your 3 numbers.
Looking at those scores, let's do 22, 23, 24.
22, 23, and 24.
It's also
Bold
our Wi-Fi
choices.
password. It's our Wi-Fi password.
So guys, the first number you selected is the number 22. That gives you the category of 90s movies. Which one of you guys will take the category of 90s movies?
I'll take it.
Andy's going to take 90s movies. All right, your 2-pointer. What 1999 movie features a man with supernatural powers and a mouse named Mr. Jingles?
The Green Mile.
Correct for 2 points. That puts Screen Junkies into the lead.
Wow. And you guys picked number 2. Category is directors. John, you're going to answer first?
Yes, I'm going to take this one. Ken Knapsack.
You got it, John Steven Rocha.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Which director's films were satirized in the Mel Brooks film High Anxiety?
Alfred Hitchcock.
That's correct for 2 points.
Correct for 2 points.
All right.
It continues to go blow for blow, back and forth. Collider back in the lead. That means we go back over to Screen Junkies. Screen Junkies, you chose the number 23. That gives you the category of classics. Dan, this question will be directed at you.
All right.
For 3 points. What 1965 movie asks the musical question, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Is that a man? What?
The Sound of Music.
Correct for 3 points. And they go back into the lead. Another lead change.
All right. Collider Schmoes, you picked the number 6. Category is coming of age films. This is for you, Kristian. The famous line, "Can I borrow your underpants for 10 minutes?" was spoken in which coming of age teen comedy?
"16 Candles."
That's correct.
Whoa! Again, another lead change. So it comes down
Nice.
And it is always tough.
to this.
Always tough for
That's what
internet
you said,
movie
pretty
guys
pink.
to
Yeah, no, I-
answer coming of age questions.
Because
Because we have
so
not.
here's
Pickup artist.
where we're at, gentlemen. Screen Junkies now must answer their 5-point question. If they hit it, they will go into the lead, forcing Team Collider to answer their 5-point question. If they miss this question, Team Collider wins. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Born ready.
Do it.
All right. Your third number you chose was the number 24. That corresponds with the category of Scorsese films. For your 5-pointer, and to take the lead and stay in the match, what was Martin Scorsese's first feature film? Now, they are allowed to confer on this one, and they're taking advantage of that. 5,
I've never seen Andy be this quiet.
4,
yeah, right.
3, 2,
Boxcar Bertha.
and your winner! Team Collider! We were looking for who's that knocking at my door? What a
I
match!
heard Dan whispering that, but it couldn't click over the side.
back and forth, back and forth. What a showing by both of these teams. Absolutely impressive match. Both by the Screenjunkies guys and the Collider guys. What a terrific showing.
Joe, tell me if I'm wrong, but Dan is going to be having nightmares about that last question for weeks.
Look, if I know one thing about Dan Murrell, it's that he doesn't like to let things go, I think is what they call it. And you can bet this is going to be more fuel for the fire to go at Rocha. One question I have about you guys, I'm new to the Schmoedown, is Rocha's confidence, is it the hat or the vest? Because he's so good and he's so confident, and I just want to know which totem it is.
It's a combination of both. You take one away and the date ends.
And his virginity. Look, you can't look at the final score here, 28-27. All four of these guys absolutely brought it this match. You couldn't have asked for anything better.
That is what we wanted out of this match, John, and we got it today.
All right, let's go back now behind the scenes with Emma Fife as she discusses this match with both Team Collider and Team Screenjunkies. Take it away, Emma.
Thanks, John. I am here with the victorious Kristian Harloff and John Steven Rocha, the Outlaw. What a team up.
I'm never going to hear the end of it from this guy.
Come on.
But look, I'm glad that he was around. I'm glad he was waiting. Thank God that he was around. He always is. But look, Dan and Andy are the real deal, dude. Yeah. Those guys are like, if they lived closer, they'd be giving you guys a run for money in the team league.
Probably, yeah. Awesome. Because we win in the team league. Whenever I'm on a team, it wins. That's just how it works. I'm the greatest free agent in the history of mankind in this tournament. That's what if I joined in this, I'm a free agent. I can go around. You know?
And I mean, what a team up between the two of you, because you came off a loss to Rocha recently.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it when this happened and then he ran backstage and he was talking to me, I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready. I don't know we should team up. We got issues. Yes. But then I was like, yes, okay. A chance to face Andy, a chance to face Dan again, to beat him again. I just got to reaffirm this every time. Dan Murrell is a fantastic fighter, and so anytime I can face him, I have to up my game and test myself, and I love it. I do win, but it's always a challenge, and Andy was no slouch either today. This was a great match and a great, stressful match to be a part of, and Kristian Harloff really held his own this time.
No, look, the thing is that, and Andy and I have talked about this too. The thing, Andy and I, like the last time, we kind of really went at it on Twitter and everything too. But we talked about it. It's like, it was a little bit of fun smack talk, but we respect each other very much. And the fact that how do you not when you look at what they just did? I mean, those guys know their stuff. Every day they're talking movies. Every day we're talking movies. So I'm glad it went that way, and I hope that the fans liked it too.
I mean, you guys went blow for blow. There is no denying that this was an absolutely incredible match. However, Kristian, this was supposed to be the rematch of the century between you and Andy Signore.
Well, I'm looking forward to your post-interview with them because like I said with Andy, and then wait a minute.
Oh,
all right, wait.
Okay.
I want a rematch.
Just another two guys?
Let's do it. Next show,
me and you.
And me, for real.
You're going to really do it this time?
I'm going to really do it.
Me and you right now. Handshake on it. You're going to be here. All right, there you go.
I deliver. That was a blast. This show is a blast. I love being on the show. I wish I could do it more, but I'm coming for you, Harloff.
Let's do it. All right. So me and Andy, I guess there you go.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be Andy Signore week here on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It was nice to be interrupted by someone who's not John Steven Rocha for a change.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Really,
I'll take that.
Well, congratulations again to Rocha and Kristian. And Andy, we'll be right back with you and Dan.
Yeah.
All right, we are back with the just narrowly defeated Team Screenjunkies, Dan Murrell, Andy Signore. Guys, incredible match, all the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm beating myself up. I feel like
Don't do it. You did great.
I'm the goat of this match. The Woody Allen thing was a misstep. I thought that I knew the answer. Andy, to his credit, I think thought we should have gone multiple choice. I thought I knew it. We missed out on the chance for points. And Scorsese, I had two in my mind. I said the wrong one. 50-50, 90. I just did not pick the right one, so
they would have both been on the multiple choice. We would have gotten it anyway.
Yeah,
I was dead weight in that classics round. That was my mistake. I should have respun the classics. These questions, I'm not trying to make excuses, but the questions feel a little harder than when I came in last time. You guys have upped the game, so if I had known it was going to go that much, I might have respun.
Well, and you both went into classics fairly confidently, and then I think it was, as you say, a little bit more challenging than you expected.
Yes, it's easy to play at home and just take the time, but it's tough under those lights.
It's true. And Murrell, you lost to Rocha not all that long ago.
Believe me, I remember. I don't like to lose, and I especially don't like losing to Rocha. I want that shot. I want my belt back. But more than anything, I want to shut that mouth.
Yeah, I'd like to watch that too.
Well, and you'll have an opportunity to do so coming up pretty soon. We've got the free-for-all, and I understand you will be competing.
I will be competing. I will be here. I will be ready to play. I don't care if I have to play from the beginning, if I have to come in at the end. It doesn't matter. I will be ready to win.
As long as you take Rocha out now. Are you playing? He's there too, right?
If Rocha's there,
as long as you beat him.
Yeah, Rocha wants all the belts, so
that.
he's there.
Yeah. I don't care if it comes down to me and Rocha. Maybe I can dispense with him early, but I got to go lick my wounds from this one because I feel like it's so close and just wasn't our day.
And Andy, you're coming back later this week to take on Kristian Harloff once and for all.
I'm going to do it. The fans have asked for it. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it for my buddy Kristian. Let's do this for real. I'd give him the chance to get that get a win because I already got one.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's going to be a repeat defeat, or are you going to come back from this today?
I'm not going in as cocky. I wasn't cocky the first round. This is a tough game. He's a tough competitor, but he's a busy guy like I am. We both don't get to study as much as we want to, so I think it's anybody's game.
Absolutely. Well, excellent showing on both of your parts. This was a crazy high score from both teams. Wonderful match all around. Now back to you, John, Joe, and Ken.
All right, there you go. You heard things. Obviously, Dan a little bit frustrated. He knew the answer to that last question. It's always one of those hard things. The lights are on, the clock starts to tick, and you know you got to make a call, and sometimes it's just a coin toss. But seriously, what a showing by both Dan and Andy. An incredible score they threw up there. Like, certainly a score high enough to win most team matches.
Absolutely. Like I said before, these are 4 titans of the game, and no one lost any credibility here today. They showed what they know. They came in. Sometimes it falls one way or the other when you're competing, and that's what happened.
Joe, your overall thoughts of this match?
Look, I don't know anything about sports, but I think that these guys all sported really well in comparison to whatever sports teams are currently doing well. Yep. I mean, these are 4 rad guys, and yeah, these were tough questions today.
Thanks for joining us, Joe. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you guys for having me. Thanks,
Well,
John.
now, guys, jump into the comment section. Leave your thoughts on this match. Don't forget, make sure you click that thumbs up button, like this video, comment on this video, share it around to everybody you know. Thanks so much to our competitors, and thank you guys for watching us. This has been the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.